4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, you guys! Moving out in a new way. Moving out in a new way. We're gonna turn it on.
You missed the cue again, brother.
Dark of night like the brightest day.
You missed the cue again. Yeah, turn on your microphone.
I went on the countdown. It's
Man.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom! I hit it, and then
So then it was supposed to be the start of the song, and then
I wasn't informed on that from
Yeah.
our gal that did our pre-show.
You know, are we gonna hire her? I mean, she's been our intern since day one. Is she gonna be the one that's gonna continue on as we inch closer to our year anniversary of Decker and Dix?
I've been doing pretty good. If
Yeah.
she gets us over 300 followers on Facebook, then
She's
she may
doing
get
all
an
right.
extension.
She's doing okay. She's doing okay. So that's good. Well, welcome to Nolan Score. Happy Friday to you, my friend.
You
I am
got it. It is Friday.
joined always by the Hall of Famer, Nolan Dix. So I saw that they have your picture up on the North Dakota Sports Hall of Fame now.
They do.
Yeah, you're looking pretty good there.
Yeah,
my
I got to
friend.
get him a new mugshot for the plaque and everything in Jamestown. So
Oh, yeah, that's right. And I got to take what off of work again? Is it June 6th or July 6th? Didn't you tell me? You don't
No.
remember?
did I?
Yeah, you said that there's like a thing over in, is it in Fargo or somewhere that
Oh,
you're,
no, they're just giving me the plaque and
yeah,
in,
well, I'll come up for that. Take pictures
well,
and all that
it's
stuff.
in Watford City.
Oh, is it? Okay.
That's an extra 4.5 hour drive for you know, be 3, 4, that'd be a 5-hour drive past.
Yeah. You know, when you only work part-time, it doesn't really matter.
That's true, yeah.
You know,
That is true.
right.
My
on,
lighting
right.
in here sucks, doesn't it?
Well, I had to put on a hat because you know mine, because I shaved and my
Turn
head
my
was,
light off and then there I
I
go.
was like, we're like glowing like no tomorrow there. So I'm actually in the original sports cave. This is like where I did the first one. So
There you go.
yeah, kind of like, wow, all right, here we go. Life is
Yeah.
good.
Just
Going back to the roots, buddy. You know, this
Yeah.
whole year's been up and down and kind of like, what are we gonna do?
we're not
there?
going to get 100 episodes in the first year, but we came close.
We came pretty close. We came close. When we only did 1 week for a while there because it was new to us and all that sort of thing. So
Yeah.
some exciting news. You and I are going to be on a,
good morning, Mr. Dix. Here.
I'm nervous. I'm nervous as all get out, brother. And what do I do now? So thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. That's pretty good.
Hey, it's something that you know it'll live.
It'll
in-
always
live up
last.
here for a while.
It's always going to be there. It's always going to be there. So, hey, we're going to be on another podcast here in the next couple of weeks. There's a gentleman that wants us to join him, and he is a dad, and he does dad things. What do you got there?
That's
Drinking
my
a summer.
Oreo for real. That's my
Oh, okay.
it's my coffee. Good morning, coffee.
Gotcha. So he's excited to have us on. So we'll let our viewers know, and we're going to be on that, and it should be a good time. And then he'll probably be on ours at some point. I would
We're
imagine.
branching out.
We're branching out. We're getting invited to other podcasts, so that must be we're doing okay. I checked our stats this morning just to see where we were at, and we've got quite a few followers, and we got 4 in Bangladesh. So I don't know what we talked about in Bangladesh, but boy, we're really hopping there.
Yeah. That's right. I think what kind of language do they speak over? Is it like do they have
Bangladeshian. I don't know.
Bangladeshian?
I don't know what it is. So, all right. So can I go off script a little bit and tell you about some of the things happening at this household lately? Is that all right?
Sure.
Can I do that? All right. So I don't know if you saw, I sent you a picture of it. It was something, it was about like this, and it was green. Did you see that? I don't know if I sent it to
Oh yeah, I thought
Snapchat.
somebody. Yeah, I wasn't sure what was going on there.
Okay, so that was, and I love my wife to death, but she's been trying to like cook a little bit healthier, Nolan. And that was supposed to be a bun, which is made of eggs, avocado, and like mozzarella cheese.
That,
She-
you can let her know that was not a bun.
It is. So then she said, well, it's more like a wrap. So you're supposed to like put stuff in there and wrap it up.
But
and
can
eat
you
it.
even bend it?
Oh yeah. It's pretty
It looked like just a pile of hash browns just kind of laid there.
no, it's avocado, eggs, and mozzarella cheese.
And how did it taste?
I'm still alive. I had to I put some chicken on it, and she said, well, let's just put some chicken on it and see how it goes. And I'm like, yeah, okay. And I'm always up for trying new things, Nolan. I mean, I'll try any food, but I took one bite and I was like, oh my gosh, this is Chuck Barkley terrible.
Oh,
It was bad.
was she offended or did she?
No, because she's always like, tell me the truth if you like it. I mean, I don't say, God, I feel like I need to puke.
Well,
like
you
that.
got to tell the truth because if you say,
Yeah.
I like it, the next day
Yeah.
she's going to make like 30 of them.
Yeah. And so it she's like, well, I like them. So I said and that's fine. You can
For
totally
you, honey.
yeah, she can make them. And she made 4. We both had one. I had to get out the sriracha and put it on there because it wasn't good. It was not good. And the day before, she did the same thing, but she made egg salad with avocados and eggs. And that was actually okay. No. Had some Dijon mustard.
Do you have a sale on avocados over there or what?
It's just like we've been trying to eat a little bit healthier, and then all that sort of stuff. And then tonight is buffalo wings.
Avocado night?
No, we're having the neighbors over and I'm frying up some buffalo wings. And
Oh, there you go.
yeah, gotta
Honey, keep the avocados away tonight.
yeah. Well, no, we'll have chips and guac. I know that.
Oh,
Okay. We're just gonna have them over. We're gonna have a little happy hour appetizer type thing. And so wrestling season's over. So Art, our neighbor guy, he's the coach. He's been going nonstop. So we thought we'd just have him over to kind of celebrate the end of the season. So
There you go.
yeah, so we're excited about that. But there you go. Well, what do you want to talk about first today? Are we going to talk how nothing has still happened in the NFL?
Yeah, they get everybody all jacked up for free agency, which some years there's some big deals. Some
Right.
years there's some big trades, but yeah, this year is actually Friday. It's last year. It was the Friday before free agency when the Bears made the trade with Carolina.
Yeah.
So
yeah. So
So
today
if the trade's going to be made, I would think it's going to be going into this weekend if Justin Fields is traded. If he is not, then I guess how do you look at it? Do you look at it as you failed to trade him, or do you say we never looked to trade him? We never had that.
yeah.
I mean, they've had the conversation. We've talked about. They've had the conversation with Justin Fields.
Yeah.
They're like, I can't believe Justin Fields isn't coming out saying that the Bears need to. It's like he knows what's going on.
Yeah, he knows. He knows. Just same as Kirk Cousins knows what's going on.
Yeah,
Kevin O'Connell,
Kirk Cousins is
they
taking
know
pictures
what's-
in Atlanta with people, and
Yeah. God, he's changed. He's
his
really
wife-
changed.
yeah, his wife's talking with Florio's wife, and I mean,
Yeah, it's amazing.
There's no tampering going on at all. There is.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. Not at all.
Florio should be probably called out for tampering. Who knows?
Could be. Could
Yeah.
be. And he's a Vikings fan. Like he's a Vikings fan. You know what? I saw, and so I've been kind of down on Twitter lately, but I was on there this morning just to see if anything happened. It was kind of interesting. I saw a graphic to where since Kirk Cousins been the Vikings quarterback, and again, he was hurt for 4 or 5 games this year, 6. I don't know how many he missed, but he's got 53 wins in that time period, Nolan. In the 6 years, he's been with the Vikings for 6 years. In the 6 years before that, the quarterbacks had combined 54 wins. And they've had more playoff wins than what Kirk Cousins has had. So that guy made the case for maybe it's time to move on from Kirk. Again, I don't know. I know I've told you this several times that Kirk Cousins is not the quarterback that's going to get the Vikings to the playoffs. I just don't think he has that. That's I would think Justin Fields would get to the Super Bowl before Kirk Cousins would.
Really?
I do. I don't think that Cousins has that magic to if you know, and again, last year's playoffs when they were going against the Giants, actually 2 years ago now, it's 4th and 8, and he throws a 2-yard pass. Your season's on the line.
Who did he throw it to?
He threw it to Jefferson.
Okay, why is Jefferson running a 2-yard route?
Because they were supposed to go deep, and he threw a 2-yard check route.
Why isn't it just?
I don't know. He ran his route.
Jefferson's fault?
It's not. It's
Why
not
is it Jefferson's fault.
because there was 3 guys around Jefferson, Nolan, and he still made the catch. He still made the catch and got 2 extra yards.
So why is he running 2 yards? Why doesn't he run 15 yards and go up and catch it like he did in Buffalo?
Because Nolan, he's sometimes better used as a decoy as anything else. And when KJ Osborne is one-on-one with somebody, what are the chances that he's going to get a better look than 3 guys on you, knowing that they're going to throw to that guy? Yeah.
I don't think you blame it on you. I don't think you can blame it on Kirk Cousins. I really
So
don't.
you blame it on Jefferson to run the route that he was.
I'm not blaming it on Jefferson. I'm blaming the lack of playoff wins. Now you're going to play the Giants. Your defense gives up 31 points.
Yeah, okay, yeah, there's defense too. Right. Okay. And they had a pretty damn good year that year.
Yeah,
Giants played well that year, buddy.
Well, yeah, but the Vikings did not have a defense. Their defense was not very good.
No, I get
and we're putting it all on Kirk Cousins, but he had to continually score 30-plus points to win ball games.
And come back and do this and do that.
And he has in the past. They say he gets his garbage touchdowns in garbage time. And it's like, yeah, but who's putting him in that hole? Who's down 33-0 at halftime to the Colts? It's not because of Kirk Cousins.
That was a scripted game right there.
Yeah.
That's what that was. But he had a couple interceptions that game, which were bad throws, because I remember watching that game.
Yeah.
So it's on him. But to me, Justin Fields would have. It's kind of weird because I'm taking like the Chicago side and you're
the Vikings side.
Yeah. He would have ran for a first down or something. I mean, he would have.
No, he would have. Coaches wouldn't have called that. Coaches would have called a pass play or a handoff to the third string running back. But
he would have saw that everybody was covered and he would have ran. I mean, that's just. I personally don't think Kirk Cousins has that killer instinct, Nolan. That's my thoughts. I just don't think he has it. You can dance and have a grill and all that stuff. He just doesn't have that killer instinct. Yeah. Kirk O'Chains,
But when he wins a playoff game, it's like the guy's God. I mean, he's you guys are.
You're talking Vikings fans. You're talking to me here, and what have I always told you? I'm not. Is he the best that we've had in a while? Absolutely. Is he going to win the Vikings the Super Bowl? No.
And what if?
Because he's in Atlanta right now taking pictures with fans.
So what if he goes to Atlanta and wins a Super Bowl? Then what? Who we blaming the Viking demise on? Are we still blaming it on Kirk Cousins?
Well, when it happens, we'll see who the blame is on, but don't go put your money on it if he goes to Atlanta. Because I know you will.
Well, the NFC is not the strongest.
He is not going to win the Super Bowl as the quarterback of the Vikings or the quarterback of the Atlanta Falcons or the quarterback of the Las Vegas Raiders, excuse me. I just don't see him. That's just me. What do you think of those? You like those apples there, buddy?
Yeah. Some of them are pretty rotten, but no.
So who would you rather have? Bears fan. You're a Bears fan. You're a huge Bears fan. Have been your whole life.
Yep.
Justin Fields or Kirk Cousins? Today. You're starting quarterback today. You can choose. Who are you choosing?
I can choose one.
All right, come on.
It'd be a tough choice. It would be.
Yeah. And why would it be a tough choice?
Because Fields isn't where Cousins is, but Cousins can't do what Justin Fields can do.
Boom.
So
and what can Justin Fields do?
He can run.
And I'm not a Bears fan, man. I'm like, I just think that guy's electric. And I
Yeah.
think and if the Bears do trade him and get Caleb Williams or whoever they pick, they're going to get a pretty darn good quarterback.
Yep.
Honestly, they are. But if they keep him, I wouldn't be surprised to see the Bears move to the top of the Central Division, North Division. My apologies. I'm still.
So whoever's in here right now, give us your take on Kirk Cousins.
I think
in
it's
the
all
comments.
Twitter. It's all Twitter, folks. So go ahead, Twitter or X or whatever X,
Yeah.
what you call us.
Give us
Kirk
thumbs up
Cousins
on
thoughts.
Kirk Cousins. Yeah.
You think Kirk Cousins can win the Vikings a Super Bowl or not? Let us know in the comments.
I
You
think
can
if this
thumbs up,
state-
thumbs down.
If he comes back this year, no, because your defense is not to where it should be.
Okay. What was
But
wrong
hey,
with their deal?
If Quezzy's cooking, I guess.
That's what you're telling me. Ryan Poles is cooking.
Ryan
He's-
Poles has been cooking before Quezzy was even thought about being the GM.
Ryan Poles has signed the people that have been on the team forever and have produced the
It's not
same
signed, it's called extending.
extending,
Guys that-
whatever.
Guys that are going to go out and make more money somewhere else because they're top of their position, he re-signed them.
And they're a year
Now,
older.
are the Vikings
and
going to
they're-
sign
they're-
Kirk Cousins? Or are they going to sign Justin Jefferson? That's two big paychecks right there.
I would say no to I would say no to the first. I'm being persuaded. I thought all along they would sign him. I thought he'd be signed by now. I thought Cousins would be signed by now. But they're going to sign Justin Jefferson. You
Well, you
can't.
can't sign until 13th anyways.
Right. Well, I mean, no, the Vikings can have a contract to him now. They can sign him.
Oh,
right
can they?
now.
Okay.
Yeah, because they like his void, whatever. They can extend him because he's still that. But
To me, if I'm
anyway,
Kirk Cousins and the Vikings don't reach out to me and say, obviously they're only offering 1 year, which I'm telling them to. Yeah.
oh, I'm with you on that. Don't
2
don't
years.
offer me 1 year. Give me 2 years, and then everybody's saying the hometown discount. Well, that we've talked. That's
Yeah,
gone
it
away.
was-
He just wants the guaranteed money, man. That's all he
Yep.
wants, and good for him. Guaranteed money is great and,
Yep.
and all that sort of thing. But, coming off the Achilles, how's he going to do? I mean, is he in that great a shape or what? I mean, he looks like he's in good shape.
He looked pretty good dropping back on that tennis court.
Yeah. And he's throwing the ball well. But I mean, again, I don't know, Nolan. There is something about him. I just don't trust him. And I think it's because he's kind of got, I don't want to call him cement shoes because I've seen him scramble, but I would much rather have a Justin Fields or Aaron Rodgers or CJ Stroud or
Jaden
somebody
Daniels or Penix.
Jaden. Yeah. Just somebody that can it's just Culpepper was good, and I didn't particularly care for his play, but he made the big plays when he needed to, Tommy Kramer. I mean, going way back, and you got to have that killer instinct. And I just don't think he has it. And maybe he's too nice of a guy. I don't know. That's not a bad thing as a human being, being a nice guy, but I just don't think he doesn't possess the skills that you need to win the big game.
Yeah.
Chad Decker's opinion on Chad Decker and Nolan Dix's podcast is Cousins doesn't have the talent to win a Super Bowl. And I could be wrong. And if I am, it happens. It happens a lot, actually.
I
still
don't understand the 4th and 8 play. That one would be, I wish we could have Kirk Cousins on, and I think he's answered the question somewhere. I think what happened on that play.
Yeah. And it just who knows, Nolan. He's just kind of crazy. Good quarterback. If he signs with the Vikings, then he signs with the Vikings.
Well, there's a reason why Justin Jefferson wants him back.
Well, because he knows that him and Kirk and Justin have that chemistry together.
Yep.
You get it. And he probably goes to Kirk and says, "Throw me the ball." And Kirk's like,
Yeah, probably.
Yes, sir. I mean, it is what it is. And would they be better off not running plays and just going and drawing stuff in the dirt and say, "Okay, Justin, you run deep and I'm just going to throw it to you." And
That's probably
that's what used to happen with Randy Moss and Randall Cunningham.
Yeah.
That's what they said. They said, I would take 4 steps back and I'd throw it as hard as I could, and Randy Moss would come up with it.
Well, that makes sense. Then
yeah.
Jefferson should be in the same. Yeah.
Do you put Jefferson in the same boat as Randy Moss right now?
Not right
I think
now.
he needs a couple more years of
Yeah.
being pretty damn good.
He needs to moon Green Bay yet. He needs
Yeah.
to show his.
Now, did you find that funny as a Bears fan? Did you think that?
Oh, I thought it was hilarious. I thought.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah.
And I got a couple buddies that are Packer fans, and they're like, "That was actually pretty funny." I mean, that's And then
What did you think of it?
I thought it was funny. I thought it was like, okay, all right, because I'd always known that when the opposing team takes the bus back to the airport, all the Packer fans are mooning those teams as they leave, and it's just that's what Packer fans do. There's really nothing else to do in Green Bay, so they moon the buses and stuff, and but yeah, I thought it was funny. Joe Buck or whoever, that's the most disgusting act I've ever seen. Whatever, buddy.
Joe
Come
Buck.
on.
We know where Joe Buck. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's that. But all right, well, we were going to do 2 different things today. We're going to talk about our top 6 free agent quarterbacks, and then we were going to do our revised list of shows that we feel like Netflix is really that are good on Netflix. So I don't know, which one do you want to do first, my man?
Give you some Netflix options.
Netflix options, okay?
Yes.
So
and if you're in the chat room, you could throw out your Netflix options too,
if you would like.
If you feel like it.
If you feel like it.
So we're going to start at number 6.
Which one are we doing? Netflix or are we doing quarterback?
We'll do Netflix. People are probably tired of football right now. So.
Okay. All right. Gotcha. Netflix. So number 6. I'll go ahead and start with my number 6. And so this was my, and this is crazy because it's a COVID show for the Decker family when all 6 of us were home. That's why it's number 6. But we all watched Cobra Kai together. So it made my other list.
3 years, 3 seasons.
Yeah, whatever it was up to 4.
Oh, was it?
And so we started watching that. And now I think there's 6 seasons. I've watched.
I quit watching after like 2.5.
Did you? Okay.
I just lost interest.
Yeah, it was kind of like a family thing. We'd come down here in our little living room area down here in the basement, and we put up on the big screen and we watched it. And so it was kind of our COVID survival kit, I guess is what it would be.
There you go.
There you go. All right. What do you got for number 6, my man?
I got one that I haven't watched yet, but I'll say that one at the end.
Okay. Is that
the
honorable mention?
The honorable mention, the 6A, was a 2014 movie, but I'll bring that. I haven't watched it yet. Number 6, I have The Hill.
The Hill
with Dennis Quaid. It's a baseball movie.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. Pretty good family movie too. So
recent, or has that been out for a while?
That one, I just watched it. God, I thought it was last year.
Was it like the movie made in 1976, or was it? Because I haven't seen a whole lot of Dennis Quaid here lately. But all right, so my number 5, kind of how Becky and I got started on eating healthy, per se. Live to 100, and it's the Secrets of the Blue Zone. And so it's Dan Buettner's his name, and he travels around to these different places in the world where people are living past 100 years old and trying to find out the tricks and the secrets on why these people are living as long as they have. So pretty interesting. Like there's a whole bunch of the one that really shocked me was the gal in Okinawa, and in Okinawa they call it a blue zone, and there are like, I don't know how many, but this lady was 104 years old, Nolan, and she was down on her hands and knees in her garden, picking fresh vegetables and just, wow. And her passion for life was just to be in her garden and pick weeds, and just, she has a passion to keep living. And I think sometimes we as human beings forget about that passion.
We forget that we have the passion to live.
Yeah. And so some others, there was one in Italy. They eat a lot of sourdough bread, Nolan. They drink a lot of wine, and they're living to be 100 years old. I mean, that to me it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Not that I want to live to 100 years old, but if I'm not, like, if I can still get up and do the podcast when I'm 100, yeah, absolutely.
Oh man, if we're still doing that, we're going to be on episode like 18.
Right on. So that's my number 5. It's pretty neat.
The Hill came out in 2023, actually.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
right.
Another movie we watched it a couple times now. I Can Only Imagine. Okay. I'm not going to go into too in
Okay.
depth.
I was like,
Have you seen
imagine what? No, that's the name of the movie.
Okay.
Yeah,
He wrote
yeah,
this song and it got big, and he's a musical artist. Yeah. So
Okay.
I Can Only Imagine.
I can only
Yeah,
imagine.
you've probably heard the song.
I'm writing these down because last time we talked, you gave me some good suggestions. So
Oh, there you go.
yeah. So number 4, you're going to see a little theme for me here. The next few is Bad Vegan. So again, watching this, people eat healthy. Some people eat vegan. I don't know. Have you seen it? You kind of smiled a little bit on me there.
It did.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I've seen previews of it, but
it's actually a pretty good show. And this how this gal got swindled by this guy, and it was pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So it people's power over other people just amazes me sometimes.
Yeah.
How they can get that. And it's like, wow. And so yeah, Bad Vegan, pretty good.
Okay. My next one is The Tourist. I'm currently on episode 3.
Okay.
2 seasons, and the first 2 episodes are pretty intense. I mean,
Is it? Okay.
So I'm hoping I don't get to one of these where I get to episode 7 and quit watching it.
You're like, okay, they peaked early, it's done.
Yeah. So this isn't one where I've watched all 2 seasons and I'm like, hey, you got to watch this. And
Okay.
but
it's on your top 6 list right now because you're watching it.
Because I'm watching it, and that's what I kind of went by is stuff I'm watching, something that I have watched. And my number 1 is a movie I've watched a couple of times.
Okay.
And I think it was probably my number 1 on the last time
Okay.
we had our list. So
All right, gotcha.
so yeah, Tourist is my number 4.
Tourist. Okay, I'll have to check that out. I think I've seen that. You kind of just flipping through and all that sort of thing.
Yep.
And number 3, and this one for me, and it's anything about Waco, because back when Waco happened, I don't really remember a whole lot of it. Do you? I mean, it was just kind of
being
like
on TV and
and you just like
talking about
we were at that time in our lives that I was just like, I'd rather go.
well, we were out playing baseball or something. Or
or just having a good time, living life.
Let me know what happens, Mom. I'm going outside.
Yeah. Do I need to worry?
when the sun comes out.
The sun goes down. Yeah. So, and again, you're hearing stories from both sides because they have some of the survivors that were telling, this is what we wanted, and do you believe them? I don't know. But then you hear the FBI, and then the FBI was split. Like the negotiators wanted to bring everybody out safely, and the tactical team wanted to go in there and just kill everybody. And so it's like, wow. Okay. So there's like 4 or 5 different episodes. Yeah. 4 or 5 different episodes. So that's me.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Mine's another movie.
All right.
Paul Rudd and Jennifer Aniston were in it. We watched it the other night, called Wanderlust.
Oh yeah, it actually popped up on my what to watch next. Yeah.
So we watched it. I liked it, but my wife had the same feeling as me at the end. It's just kind of like,
Yeah.
God, is that really how it ended? I hate those movies. But this one was a good movie throughout the movie, but wasn't one where I'll go back and watch again. But it was one of those movies where it got done. And you're just like, wow,
did I just waste 2.5 hours? Yeah,
gotta be more good. Let's look for Wanderlust 2.
Yeah.
Not up yet. Okay.
So that was a suggestion for our next top 6 is like sequels, like Home Alone 2. Whether we want to do a better than the first or worse than the first.
We can do that one next week. Yeah.
Yeah. So any listeners out there right now?
Number 2.
Boy, those were good. That's a tough one, man.
Dumb and Dumber 2 is, I mean, you start watching, you thinking there's no way they're gonna top the first one.
No, and I took Noah to that, just Noah and I, because Becky's like, I'm not going to that damn movie. And I think I cried through the whole second movie. It was so funny, but it's such dumb humor. That's why it was funny.
Well, see, and that's the thing. It's like you and I, not that we have dumb humor, but there's a lot of shows like the Jim Carreys,
Yeah.
Will Ferrell, guys like that, where you could watch their movie and people could come out and go, Jesus, was that a stupid movie? And we're over there going, my stomach hurts from laughing so hard.
I'm tearing up right now just listening to my son Noah laugh while we were there because he was just like, "Oh my gosh, that's so funny."
Yeah, so
funny.
they're
That
I
he
watched
spent-
a little bit of Semi-Pro last night with Will Ferrell.
Did you?
You see
Okay,
that one?
I haven't seen that one.
Oh
No.
my gosh.
So at what point though, like Jim Carrey, he was like so huge and he put out so many movies, and it was just like, okay.
Yeah.
After a while, it's like, or Will has it. I mean, Will's always put out quality. Like, I'll go back to Adam Sandler. After Waterboy, I was like, okay, I'm done watching him for a while.
Yeah, Will Ferrell, I don't think there was one movie that Will Ferrell put out that I watched it. He ended up putting there's a couple out that are really like Eurovision. Don't watch that one.
Okay.
What was the name of that movie? But he ended up moving out of his house and put his living room out in the front yard. Have you seen that one?
I haven't seen that one. No.
Okay.
I don't do not a big it just takes the right time for me to watch a movie, if that makes because I usually fall asleep. Like, I haven't been to a movie theater forever.
You seen The Wrong Missy yet?
Why don't you just type all these up and send it to me on a text?
David Spade's in that one. That one's
no, I wish he was still. He made some good movies with Farley. Man. Those two guys were pretty good.
Yeah.
Good one. All right, number 2. Did we talk about your number 3? Yeah, we did. Right.
We did. Wanderlust.
Okay, Wanderlust. There you go. Number 2.
Thanks for paying attention.
You got me off on the Dumb
I know,
and Dumber. I can't stop laughing.
Squirrel.
Yeah, pretty much. So now here's my religion one, and I enjoy learning about different religions. Not that I enjoy my religion, but I like learning. And I don't know if you've seen any of the Mormon things that are out there. Murder of a Mormon, keep sweet, pray and obey, and all that sort of thing. And so I just find their whole belief system interesting, and like people murder people over Mormon stuff, and they I'm not about the multiple wives and that's interesting to me that they can do that and why they think that's right. But this past one that I'm watching right now, and Becky's like, God, this is actually kind of interesting, and it's the John Smith found the golden book or whatever it is, and then but now there's quote unquote proof out there that he didn't, and the people that had these documents are being killed off. And so it's kind of like, wow.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, and what's going on here? So again, it's just very interesting, and it's very like, and then the series is over. You're like, that's it. That's all I get. Come on, you gotta more to come. There's more to come. So,
and I will tell you this: if Chad Decker and Nolan Dix were roommates, we'd have 2 different TVs. Obviously,
we probably would. We'd
have one TV in the big room that it's Will Ferrell night.
Well, and that would be the football games and the basketball games and all that stuff. But I get you. So okay, what's your number 2, buddy?
My number 2 is a series, 3 seasons long. I'm in the first season, and to me, it's been a pretty good so far. Loudermilk.
Oh yeah, I was
watch that one.
I've seen the whole thing. It's freaking awesome.
Yeah, okay,
yeah.
Yeah. Does it get better? Is it?
It's so freaking awesome. That's a good one. It's a good one.
That's my number 2. I like Loudermilk.
Yeah,
my wife walked in like mid episodes, and she's like, "What are you watching?"
Yeah,
I'm like, I said, "Oh, it's pretty good actually." Then,
I tried to get Becky into it. She's like, "That's ain't funny."
Yeah, they don't have the. I don't know what turns them off of it. I'm not sure.
I don't know. It's new guy. New guy's my
New
favorite.
guy. Am I the new guy?
Yeah,
I'm always going to be the new guy.
So you're in season 2.
No, I'm in season 1.
Okay.
episode 6.
Okay. He's got some good stuff.
Does he? Coming up?
Yes. You're
All
gonna
right.
love it. You're gonna love it.
Good.
So interesting story is that was on Apple TV, and then Apple quit doing TV. So they I think Netflix is trying to get to do like more seasons of it.
Oh,
And I would
Yeah,
be
right.
like all over that. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
it's so great. New guy rules.
there's been some good episodes so far.
Yeah. Oh, that
So-
whole show is good. That whole show is good. All right. So my number one is Griselda. I don't know if you've seen that. It's about the lady. She killed her husband's Mexican drug cartel movie, kind of based off Narcos and all that sort of stuff. The
Oh,
actual,
okay.
yeah. And the gal from Modern Family stars as Griselda, Al Bundy's wife in Modern Family. She's
Oh, okay.
yeah, and she
Does she have the same accent? She did on-
she does, and she speaks, and she is like you know. I was like, is this going to be any good? And it's a good show. It's a thriller, so it's kind of cool. So it's only
Okay.
5 episodes long. And one of the sons of this Griselda is still alive, and he's like, most of it is true, but there's, you know, obviously Hollywood or Netflix or whoever adds a little extra just to make it a little bit more spicy. But it's a pretty good show. I enjoyed it. So that's my number one.
All right. My number one is a movie, and I think it might have been in my top 6 last time. Paul Rudd is in it, and This Is 40.
I haven't seen that one. No, I saw it on.
I think I told you had to watch it last time
Yeah,
because
I
it,
don't know
like,
if I've ever saw it, but
it's like everything that happens, you're like, oh yeah, that's happened to me. Oh yeah, that's happened to me. Yep. Yeah, that happened to me.
I don't know if I want to relive all those things that we get older. So
Paul Rudd, I've watched a couple of his. I like Ryan Reynolds. I watched a movie on HBO last night. I've already watched it another time. His daughter gets kidnapped.
I haven't seen that one.
I can't think of the name of the movie now. But anyway, long story short, he ends up obviously finding her. But it's like real messed up. I mean, he ends up seeing her on it's I don't know. I'll have to get the name of the movie, but it's
shoot me
Ryan
that
Reynolds.
name.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So a couple that I've thought about, and I don't know if you've watched them or not, but somebody told me The Bear was pretty good. Have you watched that?
Nope. I don't
Okay.
think so.
It's about like restaurants and stuff, and like a guy comes in and takes over the restaurants. And then that one that you said, what is it? The Hill? Or no, it wasn't The Hill. What was it? It was
I can only imagine.
no. What did I write? The Tourist. That's
The Tourist, yeah.
somebody had told me that. So
Yeah.
those will probably be the next couple that I will watch in there. So
There's a
You got
movie
any-
with Kevin Hart, Think Like a Man 2.
okay.
I've watched bits and pieces of it. The parts I've watched are pretty funny.
Are they
I
okay?
gotta sit down and watch. That was one that I'm looking
Yeah.
at. I always
Yeah.
have Seinfeld on my continue watching.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'll do like 15 minutes of Seinfeld because
You got to watch Seinfeld.
yeah, you can get too much Seinfeld in the night, so I just kind of
Giddy up. Giddy
Still
up.
watching Ozark. I'm in season 2 of Ozark, and I know
That was. Yeah, I watched Ozark. That was on my last list, but that was a good one. Ozark was good.
Oh,
I've
my
watched
other
it.
movie I watched, Queen Pins. Have you watched that one?
No, I did see that though. I've seen that on there. So so we've got like HBO Max, we've got Disney Plus, we've got Prime, we've got Hulu, we got Netflix, and so it's like I don't know. I spend a majority of my time either on Hulu watching some sort of sports thing or Netflix watching some sort of documentary. So
Yeah, we're in our down season right now, so we can catch up on Netflix before.
there we go. Before baseball starts up and gets all crazy on you.
Yeah,
Yeah. So right on.
Longmire's another one too. You got to watch.
Yeah, I started watching that, Nolan. You kind of gave me that suggestion a while
You
ago.
didn't like
I just couldn't get into it. It's one of those, if you can't get in after like the 3rd or 4th episode, it's
Yep.
like, yeah.
It's one of those I kind of like the. I mean, you always knew what was going to happen. That's the problem
Yeah.
with Longmire. It's kind of like, oh yeah, he's going to go onto the reservation and find this. Yeah, it's like
Yeah. Yeah. Have you ever watched Letterkenny as well? It's a Canadian.
Yeah.
I got about 3 episodes into
Yeah,
that. I was
no,
like, and everyone's like, oh, you got to watch it. And I've tried it again and I
I think
just,
my kids love it. I think.
yeah, it just kind of just doesn't do it for me. But anyways, so there you go. Hopefully you as listeners, viewers, whatever you're doing right now, get a few suggestions from us and watch it. So,
Yeah.
all
Yeah,
righty.
we got a few listeners in this morning.
Yeah.
So welcome in. Let us know where you're from too. We'd appreciate
They're all
that.
brewing. They're all brewing from X is where they're at right now. So that's
How do you see that?
if you go up to the screen there,
Oh,
and
yeah,
you see where the eye, you click on there, and there
Yep.
it is.
But then you can't
so there
click
you go.
on that.
You can't see who it is. We can't call them out.
Yeah,
Who are you?
we wouldn't.
Right. Who are you and why are you watching us? So, all right. Well, let's get back into our sports world thing here. So now we're going to do the top. Did you find 6? Last time you said I got
Asian
4.
quarterback? Yeah.
Yeah, I got 5. I only got 4.
6 is Tannehill.
That's my number 6.
Yeah.
Ryan Tannehill. Okay.
5 is Flacco.
Oh, I didn't put him on my list. I got Tyrod Taylor. I don't.
Flacco had a huge year, man. I mean, that's
he had like
I could see
yeah.
Flacco putting his cement shoes in Minnesota. I really do.
Don't say.
Yeah.
You like that? You like that cement shoes comment?
Yeah, I like
don't
that
you?
cement shoes. I'll use that.
That's what I think he has, man.
But hey, Alshon Jeffrey came out and said that we should keep Fields. And he also
there
backed up Jay Cutler. He said Jay Cutler was a good teammate.
Cutler
So
was a
Brandon
good
Marshall.
There you go.
Yeah.
So I got Tyrod Taylor, number 5. Younger guy, gets out there. Who you got for number 4?
Gardner.
That's who I got too.
3.
Number, yep.
Russell Wilson. Wilson.
Russell Wilson. Yeah, I got him. Did I put him? Yeah, I got him at 3. Yep.
Hey, sure.
2, I got, 2, I got Baker Mayfield.
Mayfield and one is Cousins. Boy, that was an interesting list.
Cousins is your number 1?
Huh?
Cousins is your number 1?
Yeah. Why wouldn't he be?
I don't know. I was trying to buzz your number 2, but you went so quick I couldn't do it.
No, you said Mayfield. You said Mayfield was your 2. I said, yeah, he's my 2.
I
And I
found
said
this new
Cousins.
buzzer and I was gonna you're wrong. But now I can't use it anymore.
No,
Because you screwed me. It doesn't matter what you think. So
did nothing of the sorts.
that was an anticlimactic list. We just
It
kind of
was.
had
This was like,
we had 5 of the 6 the same.
Yep.
Oh,
I bet you we could probably do the top 6 rookie quarterbacks. They'd all be the same, probably.
I would go Caleb number 1.
Yep.
I'd probably go Daniels
Drake
number
May,
2.
too.
I'd do Daniels number 2.
Don't listen to the media.
Eh,
Daniels
I'm
would be
not. Well, then I'd have May 3.
3. Penix 4.
Yeah, probably.
Nick's 5.
I would put McCarthy in front of Nix.
That's
and
because
then I'd
you
have
want
Nix.
the Vikings to pick
No,
up J.J. McCarthy.
no,
Yeah, you
no,
do.
no.
Yeah, you do.
No.
You bandwagon Mark McCarthy.
No, Nix.
Got his jersey
Nick-
already?
No, listen.
I can see it brewing and you're like, he's talking. I'm going to buzz him.
Shut the up, Nolan. Would you?
Shut the.
I
I got McCarthy 6.
I think Nix. He's older, right? He's played like college football for 6 years, right?
Sure.
Yeah, and I
Doesn't
just
matter.
well, yeah, and I
Young.
mean, yeah, he's older than Justin Fields. He's older than CJ Stroud. I don't know. To me, if he was that good, he would have been out last year. I that's it, and I don't that whole transfer portal thing that he was playing for this team and then he's like, oh, I'm gonna go play for this team next year. You know, it's like, come on, dude. I don't know. Are you a fan of the transfer portal in college football?
I don't know.
You don't really care about college
I
football,
could
do you?
really care less. About the
Okay.
transfer. No, I like college football, but transfer portal is, yeah. I mean, there's reasons why coaches are quitting, and it's like it's ruining the game.
Yeah, and that's what everybody's saying, and it's ruining the game. And Wilbon, I was listening to him earlier this week, and he said college football is just going to go away. It's going to go away. And I said, to myself, I don't think it's going to go away, but
Not in our
the way we know it now, or before this NIL and all that stuff and transfer portal, we're never going to see that again.
Well, and what's with Caleb Williams now saying that He wants part ownership. He wants to get paid for his likeness and everything. When
Is that
ESPN
legit? Was that like a legit statement from
I
him?
don't
I
know.
never heard I never
asked
heard
you
him
when you
say
said
that.
it. Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, for me to believe something, Caleb Williams said this. I need to hear it from him.
Yeah, I want
You
to
know,
see the video.
I can't buy into Florio telling us that his wife and Julie Cousins are friends, and Julie told Florio's wife that they're moving. There's no way in heck I'm buying that, Nolan. No way in heck. that I'm
Florio
buying
said it on Pat McAfee show.
Yeah, but I'm not buying that. I'm not buying
Oh yeah,
what
I know, but I thought
I'm
you
not
said you're
buying
that he said it. He said
no, I'm not
Oh.
buying what that Julie
Oh,
Cousins told Mrs. Florio this. I'm not
Yeah,
buying
no,
that. There's no way. No way.
No,
If
and
there
McAfee
is-
was just like licking his chops, going, "Yeah,
Oh yeah.
he's going
Yeah,
to Atlanta."
well,
It's like,
Yeah.
dude, you're just letting a guy on to flap his gums about
Yeah.
what he supposedly knows.
And I just don't then bring your wife on and have her say that. Have her say, and then if she comes on and says it, I might believe it a little bit more. But if Julie Cousins comes on and says, "Yeah, we're moving to Atlanta," I'll believe it. Does that mean that he's going to Atlanta? No. They might move there, but does that mean he's going to play there?
He'll keep his house in Minnesota. And
Well, right. I mean, yeah, if you want to move back closer to
I don't think Julie likes winters in Minnesota.
Well, neither does Chad. but his wife does. And so that's why we're here.
Oh, okay.
Well, and plus we still got kids in school. So,
Yeah,
they're at that age you don't want to pull their roots out
that's a
right
deal
now.
breaker.
Yeah, yeah, you don't want to their roots are so deep in school. We don't want to pull those out.
Yeah, exactly.
Right on, brother. So,
Well, yeah, it should be a good weekend. Free agency starts the 13th.
but the legal tampering starts Monday. So that's when we're going to
Yes.
hear about all these deals and what's
Yeah.
happening.
And we could
So,
see a trade of Justin Fields over the weekend,
I don't think that
possibly.
I think he stays the Bears.
I'm thinking he's staying now. Now that
All right.
nothing's been announced for.
Again, Ryan Poles told us he wants to make this happen, whatever happens, immediately. And nothing's happened.
Yeah.
So that tells me on his words that they're keeping Fields. That's what that tells me, Nolan. Does that say
Yeah, either that or he's run out of options where Pittsburgh is going to go sign Russell Wilson. Atlanta's looking at Cousins. So now your two suitors are no longer in the mix. So then what? Do you turn it around? Like I said at the beginning of the podcast, Justin Fields knows. He probably does know that. Hey, we're gonna dangle you out there. This is going to be a little bait. But does that hurt your chances of trading that number one pick?
right?
It probably
Right.
won't, because somebody wants Caleb Williams out there.
I don't think they'd have a problem trading the number one pick. I think they'll have a problem getting value for what Justin Fields actually brings.
Right.
Is that that's what I think.
I think
I mean-
the Bears are going to be fine with Fields.
Oh, I if they trade him away and they get a new quarterback, I think they will be fine without him
Yeah.
as well.
But I think they'll be probably better off if they keep him. And
So then
they-
what do? Do you trade back to 4 and get Marvin Harrison, or do you trade back to 7 and get 2 stud wide receivers?
no, I think
what do you do?
I think he's looking at 2 or 3. I think Washington's going to go hard after, because remember, Kingsbury's the OC now. And
Yeah, that's like
that's like what?
I get it, but that's like we were
And Williams is from the DC area.
you don't believe the media, Nolan, even though it's true. But
Yeah,
like
even though
screaming.
it's true.
even though
You can't
they're-
tell me Kingsbury going there. There's some pieces in place there. They got Magic Johnson dangling his magic over Washington right now. These guys know what they're doing. They bring Kingsbury in. He's talking to Caleb Williams. You know that. Caleb Williams will be a Redskin.
he'll be a commander. He won't be a Redskin.
Well, how many years has it been?
For what?
I grew up a Redskin watcher,
Yeah.
not a fan.
Well, again, on Twitter or X, they said that the Indian community wants the Redskin name back. Do you believe that?
That's why I'm keep saying the Redskins to get people used to it coming back.
So then do you bring back the Cleveland Indians? Do you bring back the North Dakota Fighting Sewage? Is that what
Yeah.
you do? You know, I don't know.
Ooh, easy on the sewage there, boy.
That's as a gopher. That's what hockey was
I
always.
gotcha.
It was always sewage. That's what they call it.
Gotcha.
But now they don't even hardly play anymore.
Good one.
Thank
Who
you.
came up with that one? Oh,
My
boy.
God, are you still talking?
Are you done? Are we done?
I don't know. Are we done?
Okay, see you later, pal.
I think you're done.
Well,
What are you doing this weekend? You just chilling?
might have
Excuse
a
me.
birthday in Bismarck.
Okay.
And
Person, they might be dying or what? Is that there's either a
No.
birthday or they're
No, we're going to a possible, like, it's a 1-year-old
Okay.
having a baby. or
Okay,
having a
that's great.
birthday.
A 1-year-old's having a baby.
Having a birthday. The baby's having a birthday.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Schlemiel. Schlemazel.
Goodbye, Nolan. Have a good weekend.
Later, buddy.